Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm back with another video to talk about if black women want a good man or not. I came across a video from another black woman here on YouTube, and she asked the question, or she actually made the statement, many black women don't want a quote-unquote good man. And I listened to her video and she made some good points, but some other points were just completely off basis. So I want to start off by saying that pretty much every woman wants a good man. Black women what it seems to me is that a lot of people don't believe black women want a good man because they're entertaining pookies. They're getting pregnant by pookies out of wedlock. They are staying in abusive relationships, right? Well, I want to tell you guys that it is hard for a lot of black women to get out of certain circumstances and or environments where the men in their closest proximity are abusive. The men in their proximity are, not ambitious. They don't work. They don't provide anything. They continue to use the woman. So there are some black women who just can't get out of certain environments where the men around them are just not good men at all, right? They're just not. So we need to stop blaming black women for why they're not choosing better when there is literally not much to choose from that is actually good. I can't tell you guys how many black women that I've spoken to that are single and childless, and before they started dating out, they were only dating black men, and it was always some kind of an issue that ended the relationship or ended the dating situation. But as soon as they started dating out, it's like they had the best experiences ever. Once they got their money up and moved out of the neighborhood, once they decided to get on the dating apps and switch their preferences to start selecting from more white, Asian, or Hispanic men that aren't black, and just men from different cultures in general who just value family, who know how to be men, who know how to treat women correctly. And when you have a community of people that have men in them that don't know how to treat women, well, those men are going to be all you can choose from, and they're not going to be good men. So the women are going to inevitably choose not good men, not because that's what they like, but because that's all that's around them. That's all they have access to. So it takes divestment, it takes interracial dating, it takes swirling, it takes women learning more about themselves and catering to their femininity to understand that they can get better and they can do better. They don't have to pick from what's around them. They have to venture out so that they are surrounded by good men. Therefore, they can only choose good men. And it is wrong to say that black women need to work it out, negotiate, compromise with men who are grown adults who literally choose to be the way they want to be. Right? Black women are not trying to mother grown men. They're not trying to re-raise good men. Re-raise men that should have been raised right. Men who have fathers in their lives are completely different than men who don't. This is a fact. Okay, this is backed up by research, data, and stats. So we cannot blame black women who continuously choose the wrong man because she likes the bad boy when she knows she wants a family. The point of dating and vetting is to get to know someone. And if you are trying to get to know a man and you're seeing all of these red flags, number one, pay attention to it. But you're only going to find out who he really is after a certain amount of time, because it does take time to get to know someone, and it takes time to vet. But if you pay attention and you ask the right questions, you can limit how much time you waste on figuring out if this is a good man or not. And usually good men are eager to show you they're good men from the jump, from the get-go. Men who have ulterior motives, they tend to be more mysterious. They tend to not want to share many things about themselves. They tend to just want to give you a little bit of time. And they tend to just overall not take the dating experience with you very seriously. Those are men that I would consider personally not very good men when it comes to having a relationship and building a family with. So Black women do want good men. And if men were as good as they say they are, they would have been married. Okay. If you were truly a catch as a man, you would have been caught. Considering how many women are out here that want a man and want to have a family, whether they're traditional, feminine, or what have you. Women do want relationships. There's quite a bit of women that want relationships. There's women who are still trying and looking and actively dating to have a relationship, and there's women who do want a relationship, but they are just not interested in dating. So they just prefer to be single because they don't believe there's any good men around that can meet their needs. So they don't even bother, which is actually a group of women that's technically the majority. So with that being said, if there were more men who just chose to be good men, who chose to commit, who chose to marry, who chose to date and vet women and be honest with their intentions about them wanting to have a family and them looking for a wife, we wouldn't hear so many complaints from Black women. We wouldn't hear how Black women are choosing the wrong man time and time again, if all of the men were actually good men. All right. So I'm really tired of seeing this narrative being pushed that Black women love bad boys, they love pookies, when literally, according to research and data, majority of the Black communities have the pookies in them. Majority of areas where Black women are born and raised in don't have good men. The men create babies and leave. The men are violent and committing crimes. Those are the men in the Black community, guys. The majority of men who are good and go to school and what have you, I'm not saying they don't exist, but they're not the majority. Okay, majority of Black men don't go to college. They do not. They definitely don't finish. All right. So, ladies, you must open up your options if you want a good man. You cannot stay in environments where bad men are just all around you and expect to find someone good. It's not going to happen. And when you expand your options, the unfortunate truth is that there might not be a lot of Black men around, because Black men don't tend to enter into certain fields of work. They don't tend to be in certain neighborhoods because it's just the culture of them to be more on the urban, cool side. But that side is not a healthy side to raise a family in. So ladies, you're going to have to kind of get used to wanting to go places on your own, be used to kind of being the only Black woman in the room, but trust and believe that there are men who are different than you that are interested in you. It's just a matter of them being able to be around you, because good men are going to be in good places. Good men aren't going to be in bad, run down environments, because that's dangerous. Okay. No one wants to be over there. That doesn't have to be. So if you are a Black woman that doesn't have to be in those environments anymore, move out, join different groups, clubs, go to different types of social gatherings, and branch out, because that's the only way you're going to find a good man. You're not going to find a good man in a bad environment. You're going to find a good man in good environments. And that's just what it is. So this narrative that Black women just go to anywhere and choose the most worst guy in the room is 100% not the case at all. Black women seem to choose the worst guy in the room because they're in the worst environments, and they're there because they were born into those situations, or they don't have the resources to get themselves out. So I just wanted to make that clear in this video. I want to encourage you ladies to not pay attention to these false narratives that are being pushed out about Black women and their dating choices. There are plenty of Black women who are feminine, conservative, and traditional. It's just a matter of them having the opportunities to be in the right environments to express themselves in a healthy way and live the life that they desire. But in order to do that, ladies, you have to be strong and push through the weeds of the bad guys and some of the women that want to push you down as well. You have to be able to be strong enough to move past that to get to where you want. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe if you're a first time listener. Comment down below your thoughts. What do you ladies think? Do you think that Black women are just out here trying to find all the bad guys time and time again? Or do you think it's a matter of circumstances and environments that leads them to only choosing bad men because those are the only men's around? And cue in divestment, right? So let me know your thoughts down below. Please like this video for the algorithm. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it when I go live. And I will talk to you ladies in the next one.